Good morning. Now it's 12:22 p.m. I have just started our 12:15 class recording, and I was just double checking if I have explained our assessment system in our last class, and so I did. So I just wanted to tell you one more thing. As other students are ending or finishing their essays yet, I didn't open the writing exam on Class Live. So this exam here will be open on Thursday evening. So let me set this here. Thursday evening will be the 5th. No, let me place it to the 6th, because if I edit the document in the last class, it's better to start here. The limit will be until the 29th, and I'll tell you why, the 29th of December, because because I am adding and editing our document. I am finally doing whatever I need to, the fixings I need to do before you can have the whole dossier to study for this exam here, the final writing exam on platform. Okay, so initially I have already set for the 6th, which is Friday. Friday is a holiday, so if the students take the time in the morning maybe to analyze the document theory and take advantage of this holiday, it could be a good idea for everybody to do the exam and take profit of the holiday. If you cannot, remember that we have Christmas holiday in the middle here, and I think everybody is going to have the time to study and do the exam. So, can you check, Alba, for me if you can see it, if it's going to be available like this? Let me refresh here. Okay, so initially you should see that it's going to be open on the 6th, right?
Yes, first I can see a video, and you are talking about the essay
No, I'm talking about
in the
the
comment.
writing exam.
Yes, I can see.
Yes, it is like
Yes,
this for you?
yes.
Okay, all right. So that's it. Okay, this is out, this is out, this is out. All right. So, as I was saying, Alba, on Thursday evening, everything is going to be edited in the way you need to study for that exam over there. Okay? And let's go to the speaking practices. I have started yesterday with some groups here. Okay, I need to organize this a little bit. Hello, Tatiana. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Sorry for the delay.
It's all right. So I will copy here and paste it here. And today is December the 4th. And initially it's going to be like this. I'm not sure about 4 o'clock, but I will leave it. Okay? Right. So we are starting our Nice to meet you, Alba. I don't think I have ever seen you before. Uh, I want to. I don't want it. Well, I'll fix it afterwards. Okay, so we have finally arrived to our speaking practices. You were talking to me, Alba. You are mute.
Sorry, I was saying that I had my camera on another days, but I think that when you are sharing your screen, you can see us.
Yes, I can see you. So your camera is off.
No, my camera is on, but you say that it's the first time that you can see me with the camera, but I had my camera on another days too.
Okay. Yeah, probably because I was sharing the screen. You're
Yes,
probably right. And if there are more students, then sometimes not everybody
yes.
can be seen. All right. Okay, guys. So thank you for the cameras. It is very important that we start to use the camera for the speaking practices. I need to try to help you the best that I can. Try to maybe even read your mouth, or maybe try to help you with the delivery tone, etc. Although uh, sometimes, I don't know if you have worked before in a place which they focused on customer service. They always say that even if you are talking on the phone, people can feel as you smile or not, if you are being friendly or not. So the delivery tone is important in every part of the speaking exam. Okay. I had a very quick introduction yesterday, and as it was very quick, I committed a mistake, because this is actually question 5, this is question 6, and this is question I this is 5, this is 6. Oh my goodness. And this is 7. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a brief explanation about the speaking test, just explaining what's gonna happen for every question. Very important. From questions 3 to 11, avoid remaining silent, because if you remain silent, you are showing that you were thinking too much, or you were nervous, or whatever, or that you don't know what you should talk about. If you don't know what to talk about, you can even say, I don't know if I understood correctly, but I think you mean this and that. But avoid remaining silent in a speaking exam. Okay? The only time that you can remain silent is for questions 1 and 2. And you will understand why when I play the videos and explain it to you. All right? Questions 3 and 4 are for you to describe a picture. What are we going to focus here? So to read the paragraph, we need to focus on delivery tone, intonation, stress, and pronunciation, of course. We need to understand the difference between pronunciation and accent. Someone can have a very strong accent and still pronounce the words correctly. So we can say, We can say reading, we can say reading, we can say reading. And which of these three is wrong? Reading, reading, or reading? Which is wrong?
Reading.
The last one. Yes,
Yeah.
because I gave the stress in the wrong part of the word. So we need to understand that sometimes we can have a strong accent, but you don't need to worry about the accent very much, of course, right? Because we know that Indian people have very strong accents and they are very fluent in English. They are different things. Okay, so don't be very, very concerned about the accent, only about the pronunciation. Questions 3 and 4. We need to describe a picture. What do we need to focus on? 1, relevance of what you are saying to the picture. For example, I will use the pictures. Part two. Here, 2. Damn it. Part 1. Plain tables. Okay, so okay, so if we look at this picture here, what is relevant about this picture if we needed to describe the picture?
The woman and the computer.
The woman and the computer. Okay. Is it relevant if it's sunny or cloudy?
Not much.
Not much. Of course, we can say it, but it's not relevant. The relevant aspect of the picture to be described is who is doing something and what this person is doing and maybe where. So she's in the office, right? She's at her desk in front of a computer. And what we need to do here is to apply whatever is relevant to the grammar and to the vocabulary that we want to show. Okay, so that's it. We are not gonna say that there is a yellow folder beside the computer because it's not relevant. She's in the office. She's in the office. So of course she's gonna have stationery on the table, but she's doing like this. So she might be analyzing some statistics on the screen. This is relevant and this shows specific vocabulary for the workplace. All right. Then let me go back to the document here. So we are going to look for the relevance, the vocabulary, and of course the grammar. How do you structure things? How do you use your prepositions? We need to use prepositions. And what else? Specific vocabulary, sorry. Grammar with proper use of prepositions. Questions? This is a quick briefing, okay? Then for questions 5, 6, and 7, let me do this different. Questions 5, 6, and 7. Answer with your answer as you were talking to someone. So what you need to do here is that you need to imagine this person is asking this question, and you are going to answer that question naturally. Okay? So here we need to answer as we are talking to someone naturally using the grammar presented and trying to show wide range of vocabulary. How do we show wide range of vocabulary? Using synonyms. Synonyms. Okay, so in this case here, I gave this example. Question 5. What do you do on your pastimes, Alba?
It's like pastime is like free time.
It is, but
Okay.
note, you will have 15 seconds to answer this question, okay? If
Okay.
that happens to you, you need to pretend you are sure it is about free times.
Okay.
Free time. What do you do on your pastimes, Alba?
I usually go out with my friends because during the week when we are working or studying, we don't have so much time to meet. So on weekends, we go we we meet to dinner together and go to the cinema or do some different activity like go to the practice a sport or activity outdoor.
Okay, so as I told you, you will have only 15 seconds, right?
Okay.
You need to focus and think about 2 sentences at most, because that's what the time allows you to speak. Okay, so for example, we could say here, I usually, okay, you are applying the present simple, you are using the proper adverb. I usually meet my friends and go to the movies or or mm, 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 parks. Parks and what you said?
Mm, to a restaurant or some place to dinner.
Okay, so I would stay short. Okay, the aim of this is to show that you understand the grammar. What tense are they asking? What tense are you using to ask? Do you understand what is past times? Yes, I do. I don't mention. What they don't want you to do is, what do you do on your past times? On my past times, that's what they don't want you to do, because it's copying the question, right? So you need to answer naturally as you were talking to someone and try to use variety of vocabulary, okay? And again, you are going to have 15 seconds to answer. And we have here an example. Then Question 6 for Tatiana. Let me try to do in the style they have, okay? Okay. How frequently do you meet your friends, Tatiana?
I meet my friends at weekends because I work during the week.
Okay, good. I meet my friends. Sorry. I meet my friends in the weekends because I normally work during the week. You would even have more time to speak. So, it's 2 sentences, 3 at most, depending on the speed you speak. Okay, 15 seconds to answer. This is here, sorry. And here we have an example. I meet them in the weekends because I work during the weekdays. Okay, and then we have question 7. And for question 7, you have 30 seconds because they normally offer you 2 things to choose from. So, what do you prefer to do when you meet your friends? Go to the movies or to a restaurant? And you have 30 seconds to answer. Alba, what do you prefer to do when you meet your friends? Go to the movies or go to a restaurant?
I prefer go to a restaurant because we can talk, and whereas if we go to the cinema, we have to be loud. We can speak because we are watching the movie. So if we don't have so much time to talk together during the week by phone, when we are in person, we prefer um,
To have conversations.
to have a conversation.
I prefer going to a restaurant because we can talk. We can talk a lot, let's say. Okay, and then because we can talk a lot. If we go to the movies, we cannot talk if we want to watch the movie. So I enjoy chatting instead of, well, this is not what you said, but I prefer, okay. So I prefer to have conversations. For example, conversations. Bam. All right. All right. With time and with the practices, you will realize that everybody has an individual speaking time. Some speak faster, others slower. What we don't want as well is that you do the hesitation. Mm. Tatiana, who would you choose, your father or your mother?
It's a difficult question. Uh, I think I can choose, but if I had to choose, I would choose my mother because we share more things in common.
Okay. I know it is a very bad question, and I did it on purpose, of course. You already know that, right? Because you have already understood that you need to choose. Of course, they are never going to ask you something similar, but it's just a way to shock you. And then you know that even if you were speaking this or that, it is not important because it's only to show your grammar and it's only to show your level of English. Okay? I'm going to do something simpler. Alba, if you were to choose eating only Japanese food or Thai food, what would you choose?
I will choose Thai food because um I think it's a common food because I can't eat Japanese food in my town, but Thai food is different, so I could taste the new dishes.
Dishes. You could try new dishes. Okay, right. So she's hesitating a little bit, not much, but a little. So I would, this makes you lose precious seconds. Okay. So even if you don't think what you are saying, it's better to say something all of a sudden instead of hesitation. The hesitation makes you lose points. All right? Important. So here, what we want here for questions, and overall, do not show hesitation. Hesitation because it would take a lot of points away. And the hesitation. Um, and mm, uh, making the vowels sound longer in general. It's my dog snoring. It's not me, okay? Can you hear her? Yes? Okay. Because it would take a lot of points, a lot of your points away. Fun. All right. Then, questions 8, 9, and 10. Answer questions based on information provided by a chart, picture, or little text that remains on the screen. So when they change to question 8, you are going to see a chart, picture, little text, whatever, an advertisement, whatever, a piece of information. And you are going to have some seconds to analyze that chart. It normally brings this information, normally shows timetables, dates, CVs, programs, invitations, events, etc. It can be anything, but normally you can see dates, you can see days, you can see months, you can see hours, what makes you need emails, whatever. For this, please revise and practice time saying time, time, dates, email, and phone number sayings. Okay, because especially the email, we need to remember that this is Mary at gmail.com. Mary at gmail.com. And the web pages as well, email and web pages. So let's say that this is Mary, no, www.mary.org.com. www.mary.org.com. Not .com, .com. Okay? Please don't say WV because many students do it. Some students do it. Okay? All right. So revise your time saying, your dates, your months, everything. Then you have that, and they are going to ask specific questions about that. More or less the same format of this. You have 15 seconds for question 8 and 9, and 30 seconds for question 10. There is normally a trap in these questions. Okay? So let's break it into pieces. 8. I would need a chart. I think I cannot go ahead with this. How can I do it? How can I do it? Let me invent something here. Okay, I will. What is the table here? English class timetable. Hmm. I'm totally improvising, okay? Um, okay, this is going to be our table. And I am going to write question 8. For next one was Tatiana.
I have to explain the table?
No, I will ask you. I will ask you.
Oh, okay.
So this is the information, okay? While you analyze the table, I am going to write the questions. I will, yeah, I will write the questions. Analyze the table, you both. Okay. I won't show because the questions are not shown. So I will need to write somewhere else. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Tatiana. Hello there. This is Lucy, and I'm calling to get some information about the English class that are going to be available for us. Can you please tell me the timetable?
Yes, you can, the timetable that I can see in the picture, in the card, is Monday and Wednesday between 10:30 and 12, and Thursday and Friday between 12 to 4 p.m. Besides, during the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, the classes will be between 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay. Do you think you hesitate a little bit?
Could you repeat, please?
Do you think you have hesitated a little?
Yes,
You did, right?
because I want to, I have to structure better.
Okay. I will do it for you. Ask me.
What is the timetable to the English classes?
Okay, so you have classes Monday and Wednesday from 10, 10:30 to 12, Tuesday to Friday from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday and Sundays from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Anything else I can help you with? And then it's going to be I added anything else that I can help you with. Why? Remember that I said that we need to here answer as you were talking to someone naturally. So if I answer the phone, if I call you and ask you, hey, Tatiana, can you please tell me the timetable for the English classes? You are going to greet, hi, yeah, of course. So the classes are this, and that. Is there anything else I can help you with? But this comes with practice. You need to practice.
Okay.
I'm not writing the questions here because you are not going to have the questions written. In this case, the questions remain on the screen. In this case, the chart remains on the screen, but the questions, you only need to hear the questions. And if you don't hear the question, you have a problem. Because then you're not going to remember, or you're going to say something wrong. So that's why it's very important the students understand and practice. I tell more, and practice before the exam with the doors closed, windows closed, no interferences, no mobiles, nothing. You need to train as you are doing the exam. Otherwise, you are always going to be in the comfort zone, working with music, working with whatever people entering the room. That cannot happen while you are training. Otherwise, you're not training properly. This is what we advise. Okay?
Okay.
Then, question 9. Alba, some mates of mine have told me that all university students have a 50% discount. Is it correct?
Yes, if you are a university student can have a 30% discount, but you have to register until 10th December.
Okay, sorry, your answer is wrong. I asked if we were going to have a 50% discount. And you told me
Okay, I
yes.
understand if all the students could have the discount.
Right? They can, but it's not a 50%, it's a 30%. This is a trap. Normally, one of the questions brings a trap. Okay? And number 10. The last question, please, Miss. Do we need to register? Tatiana?
Yes, you have to register until 20th of December.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's it. So in here, it's important for us to remember that the chart remains on the screen, but not the questions. No, but the questions don't. But the questions do not. Listen. Listen very carefully. Mm. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. And 30 seconds. Okay, I did this very short, but it's normally the longer answer. They will probably do the opposite. I asked the full timetable before, So they would probably ask the full timetable at the end. Okay, so this here, okay, now. So now, and then we have question 11. I want to keep all of this in the same page, please. How can I make it? Can I insert question 11 here? Yes, so this is going up. And this is question 11. He. Give your opinion about a topic. The same thing as the is say. There is no maybe, there is no perhaps. You have one opinion and you must stick to that opinion. If you need to give up your beliefs because it's going to be easier, you will have to do it. Because when you are asked about your opinion, you must give a strong opinion about whatever. Okay? So this is meant to be a mini oral essay. Structure it as a mini oral essay with intro, body, and conclusion. You have 60 seconds to speak. Try not to remain silent more than 3 seconds. You have 60 seconds to speak. I wanted to say something else. This is normally enough for 2 paragraphs. All right, so I have everything in the same page. Dun, dun, dun. Good. I will fix it afterwards. So these are going to be here. Okay, then it is time for us to watch the videos. All right. I have unlinked it, and then I don't know how to link it back. All right, so let's go here. What time is it? Okay. YouTube. All right, let's start with this one. As you were 2 in the room, I will do question 1 and 2, the reading. Okay, I will, this is the answer test. No, I think we should watch the whole test with the answers, and then we can try something different. Do you agree? Then I need to master the sound. 1 sec, audio. Okay. This is here. Maximize. And then I can share. All right, so let's watch the whole video. And if you have questions, take notes and we solve the doubts in the end of the video. All right?
Directions. In this part, you will have to read aloud the text on the screen.
I will do it myself.
You will have 45 seconds to prepare. Then you will have 45 seconds to read the text out loud. Begin preparing now. Begin reading aloud now.
Are you worried about your valuables getting damaged when you travel? Then worry no more, because now you can purchase the Mega Bag. The Mega Bag is a durable and waterproof travel case that protects your jewelry, mobile phone, and other important items. What's more, it comes in a variety of colors. Buy your Mega Bag today.
Begin preparing now. Begin reading aloud now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's performance featuring the city's best actors, musicians, and dancers. While you were watching the performance, please keep in mind that taking pictures is not allowed. In addition, we request that you keep your cell phone switched off at all times. Thank you for your cooperation.
Directions. In this part, you will be asked to describe the pictures on the screen in as much detail as possible. You will have 45 seconds to prepare your response. Then you will have 30 seconds to talk about the pictures. Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
This picture was probably taken in a very big city, as we can see a traffic jam in the background. And I can see in the foreground of the picture two young men. They are wearing very heavy coats and a baseball cap and a winter hat. They seem to be friends because they are looking at each other very friendly and enjoying the conversation.
In preparing now. Begin speaking now.
This picture was taken at the airport. I can see a few people waiting in the queue. They are very likely to be waiting for their check-in as they have large suitcases with them. And in the end of the queue, the main focus of the picture is on a couple when the man is checking her passport and the lady is waiting with him. Not a very good description.
Directions. In this part, you will be asked to answer 3 questions. After listening to each question, you will have 3 seconds to prepare your response. You will have 15 seconds to respond to questions 5 and 6, and 30 seconds to respond to question 7. Imagine that a local magazine is conducting a survey on purchasing textbooks. You have agreed to join a telephone interview regarding buying books. Question 5. Where is the ideal place to buy textbooks in your area? Have you ever bought books there? Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
There are several bookstores in my area, but I prefer going to the used bookstores. And yes, I have always bought my books there because they are cheaper.
Question 6. Do you think it is a good idea to buy books through online platforms? Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
Yes, I think it is a good idea, as long as you can look for variety and also prices.
Question 7. Do you like reading electronic books or paper ones? Why? Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
I definitely prefer reading paper books because I like the feeling, I like turning the pages, I even like the smell of a book. I don't mind if it's old or new, but I am very likely to buy used books because I think they bring a special story with the life with the book. So apart of having older language, I have also the story of someone that hold that book. Directions. In this part, you will be asked to refer to information on the screen in order to answer 3 questions.
Darlings, have you tried the Pillow Talk effect? Everyone deserves it.
The information will be shown for 45 seconds before you hear the questions. After listening to each question, you will have 3 seconds to prepare your response. You will have 15 seconds to respond to questions 8 and 9 and 30 seconds to respond to question 10. Begin preparing now.
Hello, this is Sarah. I misplaced my schedule for May 23rd, so can you answer some questions for me to confirm a few things? Question 8. When does the first meeting start and finish? And who will I meet?
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
Hi, Sarah. Of course. So your first meeting will be at 8:30. It will take an hour, and you will be meeting Haley Taylor, the Spring Hills Banquet Manager. Please take notes.
Question 9. I remember that I will have lunch at noon with Andrew Simmons. Is this right?
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
Oh no, Sarah, you're mistaken. Your lunch is at noon, the time is right, but we'll be having lunch with Beth Bryant, the event photographer. Please don't forget it.
Question 10. It's supposed that there are some sessions after lunch. Can you give me details of the activities I need to do in the afternoon? Listen again. It's supposed that there are some sessions after lunch. Can you give me details of the activities I need to do in the afternoon?
Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
Yeah, sure. From 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., you will have a meeting with Andrew Simons. He's from Pure Kitchen Catering, and you will discuss the menu's pricing. After that, from 3 p.m. to 4:30, you will visit Abigail's Flower Creations in order to pick up decoration samples and the catalogs. Quite a busy afternoon, right?
Question 11. Directions. In this part, you will be asked to give your opinions on a certain topic. You should speak as much as possible during the time provided. You will have 45 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to give your answer. Do you think that current employees should learn 1-hour course while working at the company? Use specific reasons and details to support your opinion. Begin preparing now. Begin speaking now.
Nowadays, some companies provide their employees with courses to disconnect from the work environment. I think that learning any kind of course not related to the job is very positive in many aspects. First of all, if we talk specifically about arts, it is it's a way to foster creativity on the one hand. Apart from that, you can foster companionship. Employees must connect to others in the way they are not able to do while they are working. And finally, they can relax a little bit from the stress over their day. So, in conclusion, I am definitely in favor of providing courses to the employees, being art related or not.
Gallina blanca gourmet y los chefs
Okay.
algunos torres.
Bien, para preparar tus mejores sopas. Los caldos gallina blanca gourmet con ingredientes de alta calidad. Jamón ibérico.
I'm sorry. Okay, so that's it. That's a full exam. Where are you? I cannot see you. Could you see me?
Yes.
Okay. I for a moment I thought I got disconnected and I just freaked out. I'm here doing the test for nothing. Okay, so this was a whole exam. This is what you were going to have to do when you do your exam. As you could see, the questions are not hard. The vocabulary is not hard. I think that the hardest part of the speaking test is talking to yourself. I am very used to it. And that's why we are fostering students to turn on the camera, because that's the only way to get used to it, doing it, right? So that's basically it. Okay. This is, I'm very glad that we can keep that for the record so everybody can watch it and try to practice. And now I am going, as we have only 15 minutes, I think we can focus only on the reading because as this describing the pictures have specific recommendations, I think we can focus only on the reading, delivery tone, intonation, stress, and we can take from the pictures from Monday on. Yeah? Okay, so let me pick another one. This is going to be, I have closed it my window. It was number 4, right? It was this one. And I will copy it to my notes. I wanted to leave it here, but shh. Okay, here is speaking. I would do as a comment. Can you tell me if you can open that link if I post it like this at the document? I'm on page 57. Let me open the door. Sorry. Is it available for you to click on the link over there? No?
No,
No. Okay. So can you see the comment or you cannot even see the comment?
I can't see it.
You can't see the comment. All right, so that's perfect for me because then the students cannot prepare in advance as they like to do. All right, so this was number 4, and I would just take notes here. Number. Okay, so for this group, we use it test for green. Okay, what I want to tell you as well is that on this channel, okay, Toiec tests for skills. So you have on the playlist, you will find green videos and red videos. The red videos bring all the answers, okay? So let's look for the answers of my test here 4. So in here, you can see, remember that I said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, blah, blah, blah. So when you enter the answer video, they provide you on where you should have stressed, blah, blah, blah. What should we have talked about while describing the pictures? They are on the street, they are outdoors, walking side by side. I didn't mention the bird, but I mentioned the cup. I mentioned they were smiling or looking at each other very friendly. I didn't mention the mobile phone, but I mentioned the traffic jam in the background, etc. So quite fine, right? Then I wasn't very lucky. I got a little nervous here. Yeah, I mentioned the airport. I mentioned, well, I don't see them as many people because it would be many people if this was full of people. So this is not many people in my opinion. They are standing in the queue. I mentioned the luggage. I mentioned the check-in, which is a specific vocabulary with these people don't. So I don't think it was the bad that I thought. Personal answers. The question. So yeah, you see, hello, your first meeting, blah, blah. I'm afraid that your information is not correct. I said, oh no, I'm sorry, you were mistaken. The same thing. And in here, the answer well structured. And then an example of the answer here. So first of all, in addition, in conclusion, and as you can see, it's about 2 paragraphs. right? So it is not a hard test, in my opinion. So let's go to a new one for you. We use it number 4. Let's use it number 2, for example. So let's focus on the delivery tone, okay? First for Alba. Respect the beep, respect the preparing time. The preparing time is good for you. I didn't mention this. Let me go back there. So in here, for example, begin preparing now. And then the students just do like this, waiting for the beep. No. The preparing time is good for you too. Check where you can have the traps for the pronunciation. Then worry no more. W's are normally a problem. Are you worried? Are you worried? So sometimes you see 1 W, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the trap here are the W's in here. Performance featuring the cities, long words. Gentlemen, performance featuring performance, allowed, switched, cooperation. Shoot this together. We request that. Or the vowels together, Y-O-U, Y-O-U. Okay? So this is for you to analyze the paragraph and try to identify where you would commit a mistake and try to train internally. Now, yes, let's go to test 2. Okay, the odds. Goodness. All right, so. And overall, respect the bips. So first one for Alba.
You will have to read aloud the text on the screen. You will have 45 seconds to prepare. Then you will have 45 seconds to read the text out loud. Begin preparing now. Begin reading aloud now.
Thank you for calling Madison Cinema, Bristol Favorites Movie Theater. This week we are offering a special discount on popcorn, sweets, and other snacks. Please press 1 to hear the list of this week's movies, or press 2 to buy tickets in advance. If you have other request, press 3 to speak to our staff member.
Okay. Then you would remain silent and wait for the following. Then you go, Tatiana.
Begin preparing now. Begin reading aloud now.
On tonight's news, we will have a report on plans for a new shopping mall in Winchester scheduled to be built over the next 6 months. The center will feature a various selection of clothing, electronics, and living items. If you want to hear more about this project, tune into tonight's broadcast at 8 p.m.
Okay. All right. I think that for the first time, it is quite fine. And I know you can do better, right? And you yourself know you can do better. I will read it my way. All right? Don't be shy to change your delivery tone. Okay? Because it's very important. Imagine that you are calling the cinema.
Begin reading aloud now.
Thank you for calling Medicine Cinema, Bristol's favorite movie theater. This week, we are offering special discounts on popcorn, sweets, and other snacks. Please press 1 to hear the list of this week's movies, or press 2 to buy tickets in advance. If you have any other requests, press 3 to speak to our staff member. So don't be afraid to be teatrero. We need to be, okay? This is the way you show that you feel secure of yourself and you don't fear anything. Don't worry. Nobody's going to see you, only yourself. And the second,
Now.
this is preparing. On tonight's news, we will have a report on plans for a new shopping mall in Winchester, scheduled to be built over the next 6 months. The center will feature a various selection of clothing, electronics, and living items. If you want to hear more about this project, tune into tonight's broadcast at 8 p.m. This time is a little bit serious because it's someone giving the news on the radio, right? So that's it. Now, I would like you to let me unshare. And I will copy and paste this to my comment edit document. And then I know that I need to use this with you next day. Yeah. Edit. And this is Monday, Wednesday, 12:15 to finish. Okay, right. So what I would like you to do is to, let me just check if I can find it very quickly because we have 5 minutes. 1 sec, please. Describing pictures. Okay, I will paste. Copy. I am pasting a tutorial on page 57. Well, a tutorial. Sorry. So on page 57, you have an outline response for questions 3 and 4. Your homework is to go over it, okay? And we will practice next day. Can you see it? All right.
Yes.
Okay. So in here, I will take this. And that's it. Okay, girls?
Okay.
So you are all set for today. Thank you for coming. And let's go for it. We are almost there.
Thanks, Lucy. Bye.
Bye. Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye.